What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Your friendly Let's Play Shining Force 2, The Ancient Ceiling, Part 35. Here we are in Battle 20, and I'll go ahead and take a look at the enemies really quickly. We have the Skeletons, HP of 30, Attack of 54, Defense of 40, Agility of 30, Movement of 6, equipped with a broadsword and a medical herb, so they are pretty tough. Regular Orcs with nothing special on them. The High Priest, nothing special on him. Dark Madams. This Dark Madam, however, drops the Protect Ring that she carries when defeated. So make sure that you have someone with that has an open spot when you defeat her. And I want to say all of these skeletons, or just maybe one of them, drops a broadsword. That's kind of why I was looking around for the orcs. I don't remember which enemy drops a broadsword when defeated. I think it is the skeletons, or either it's the skeleton. The skeleton is the boss, so you want to be careful once killing him, but we do have to go through a desert, or we can go around it, and still there's a bunch of enemies around here, so this is going to be pretty tough, but we do have some new enemies, or some new allies as well. Thankfully, Kazan will be able to use Blaze on these skeletons. They are weak against fire, as all undead enemy types are, so that will help him out quite a bit. I'm going to do my best to stay out of the desert as much as possible. The forest being in the middle of the desert doesn't help. If that was short grass, I would actually go through the desert instead of, and let those enemies come down to me so that they would get stopped, and hopefully I could attack them sooner, but sadly that's not going to be the case. And the skeletons at this point in the game, and overall in the game, the skeletons are some of the toughest enemies in the entire game, just because of how much damage they deal, how little damage they take, and really their only weakness is fire. To be totally honest, there's really no other weakness or downside to the skeletons, so they are very tough enemies. Now I have to get up to. So that's a waste. I have to get up to Bowie pretty quickly. Check everyone's stats real quick. Year 22, year 23 at 11, year 22, 23, 23, 22, almost 23, 22. Well, I'll have Peter at least damage it, try to knock down some of his HP. He may end up killing it. No, that's good. But yeah, you know an enemy's strong when Peter's having trouble killing it. That's a good judge of how strong an enemy is when one of your strongest soldiers cannot easily take it down. Then you know it's a pretty strong enemy. Let's see. I hate to waste. Well, no, he won't. He's going to do even little against the orc, but I'll go ahead and have him attack the skeleton. This will be, as I say, laughable damage. Now, this would be a time when you'd be tempted to start promoting your people, and to be totally honest, I am very tempted to do it, but everybody is still 22. There's not a whole lot of people in the 23s, and I don't want to do it at 22. I want to make sure that everyone is at the same level. So if this is the last battle that I will have everyone unpromoted. Going into the next fight, I will still probably not. Let me see. The next fight I could promote everybody, but then they wouldn't be able to do quite as much damage, and they wouldn't be able to take quite as much damage as well as if they were unpromoted. But I kind of need to. The enemies in the next fight are going to be very strong, and I will need all of the help that I can get, to be totally honest, with damage. So I might, depending on how well this battle goes, I might power level. Okay, so I guess every skeleton drops a broadsword. So that's actually pretty useful. I can sell broadsword, I can sell some broadswords, and I can also equip both Bowie and Luke with broadswords, so that'll definitely help me out quite a bit. I guess I'll go ahead and start splitting my force off here a little bit, try to intercept some of the enemies down below in the desert coming up, and instead of just having them all kind of grouped together, not doing a whole lot, really just getting in everyone in each other's way. This shouldn't hurt for a whole lot. More than I expected, but but it could definitely be a lot worse. Sadly, Elric cannot go through the forest very well, unlike the elves from the first game. Just for whatever reason, he can't move through it at all, which sadly, it would be nice to have an archer that could go through the forests very easily, but sadly he can't. It looks like the orcs are not giving a whole lot of XP, sadly. I say hopefully for someone like Rick, who's at 21, that would help him out, or 22, that would help him out quite a bit, but sadly it didn't look like it did at all. After killing them, you still get a good amount, but not a whole lot. I could. No, he can't even go down there, so I'll just keep him up here. I'll attack this orc. I'll probably just have Rick, Geralt, and maybe someone else attack that orc. See what's Bowie at. 22. I'll just keep him held back. Chester, you're 23 already, so we'll hold you back as well. Luke, I guess I'll have Rick, Luke, and Geralt attack that orc, and we'll try to weaken it a little bit more. Maybe May and hopefully Elric. I don't think Elric will be able to move forward that much. Once he gets out of the forest, that'll definitely help, but that's not good. Thankfully, it has no effect on Sarah. That means I can't cast Egress just yet, so that does stink. Sadly, that does kind of hurt me, but thankfully not too bad. I'm only 4 from a Harpy as well. I'm not even that overpowered, I'm only 1 level above where I should be. I doubt she'll be able to kill her, but she'll be able to do a lot of damage to it, and hopefully only 9. So hopefully she gets some XP from it, but sadly she didn't. $23 may be a good cutoff point for a lot of people. Like there will be some people that I'm just not going to promote, like Sarah, as well as. Oh wait, I guess I was going to promote Sarah, wasn't I? Because I was going to save the second promotion item for the healer that we're going to get in 3 more battles. Actually, 2 more battles. I think it's just. Yeah, I think it is 2 more battles. Peter, near 31. We'll just sit there for now. Probably should have sent him down and keep so I can protect. Try to knock that Harpy off of everyone down there, but I think I should be okay. So Elric's not taking a whole lot of damage. That's good. Now he would benefit from. Let's see. Here, 23, 22. This may not even kill the Harpy. probably should just do blaze up. No, okay, that's good. I got 13 from crap. That's not what I was expecting at all. And I could have had Rick. Well, could I have? Yeah, put Rick in Kaizen's spot, and I could have definitely had Rick kill the Harpy, but that's okay. I hate to leave, especially because it's getting kind of crowded around here, and I would just be leaving these four. Well, let me see. These are at HP, I guess, and someone. Crap. I thought he was gonna do 14 to it, not kill it in one shot. Yeah, that's fine. I'll have Geralt beat up on the High Priest. Have Rick move up, and maybe Luke as well. 46, we'll just pull him back. He doesn't need to be up there anymore. Be careful of that Dark Madam. Probably putting Luke in unnecessary danger. If I would have put Luke beside Slade, there's a very good chance that she wouldn't have been able to hit him, but it's okay. And say knock down the arrow launcher by quite a bit, and I'll just have either Rick or not Rick, but Elric or May kill it, and move you back up. That's okay. I think she would have been able to hit both Slade and Luke anyway, so this is fine. So let's Jaha at 9. That'll probably kill the orc. I want to have someone else attack the orc. That's 2 heavy attacks in a row. Wow. Thankfully, the arrow launcher won't be able to do a whole lot of damage. Not even sure if Elric could kill the... Yeah. But just barely. 41. So, that ain't too bad. 41. I was hoping he would get 49 or even 50, but they, you know, the arrow launchers are kind of getting phased out, so you know, it is to kind of be expected. Kaizen, what do you do? Not a whole lot without risking killing the orc. And, well, he did heal Blaze level 2. That should weaken it enough so that May could kill it. Yeah. And gain 2 XP, not really worth it, but oh well. And we'll pull him back. Luke, we will... Well, yeah, we'll just move you there. Continue attacking with High Priest. That's nice. But, well, the Priest is on the sand, so he does get a bigger defense bonus, or land effect bonus. Go ahead and kill that witch, I guess. And we'll just start moving people north so that I can move them around. He'd probably kill the High Priest. I want to have Rick attack it. Need to heal Slade. That's why I moved him beside her. Slade doesn't have to be all the way, just enough so that his HP kind of maxes out a little bit. Let's see what's your HP at. Yeah, we'll have him attack the High Priest. Get rid of him. And then it'll just be whoever can attack the Dark Madam. That actually works out pretty good. No, it doesn't. That was poor. Oh, wow, I forgot that Bowie was almost dead. Are you kidding me? Oh, there's all my stinking gold again. And I'm here in Grand Seal again, crap. Let me see how much gold do I have. Just trying to see how much gold I have. Where's the stinking shop at? $9,000 again. Okay, well, I'm going to go ahead and cut. I might power level to get everyone to about 24, 25, and then I may promote everybody, run through the fight again, promoted, and I may move on from there. I don't know. I may not. I may end up not promoting anybody. It really just depends. It would definitely help if I went on ahead and promoted everyone, but the enemies are so strong now that I'm kind of having a hard time getting everyone to live, to be totally honest. So I'm not, like I said, I'm not 100% sure. I may run through this fight. Well, yeah, I guess I'll run through this fight a little bit, see if I can get some levels. If I can't, I won't worry about it, and I'll just go on to the next fight. Try to get a little bit past where the Dark Priest was when I died, and then I'll come back from there, so I'll see you in a second. Alright, welcome back. I decided to go ahead and promote everybody, and I'll show off everyone's stats right now. Starting with Bowie at level 1, experience 1, HP of 53, attack of 56, defense of 29, agility of 29. Movement will not change. That is not affected by promotion, so we don't have to worry about that. I don't even think. Actually, he may let me see this in this window. If he can, that'll definitely help me out quite a bit showing this. Okay, good. It shows me all the info that I need to see, so that is very good. So we'll go ahead and do Bowie first. I just read off his stats, so and he will be promoted to a fighting class, which is the second class up from the class that we are now. And he can be promoted to a hero. That is Bowie's only hero promotion. He cannot go up any higher classes like all the other classes can. He just goes from a swordsman to a hero, but he does get actually the strongest swords in the game. Or the strongest sword in the game, I guess I could say. And you can see his portrait changes just like it did in the first game. And so his stats are now HP of 53, attack of 56, defense of 29, agility of 29, movement of 6. And MP of 15. Maybe it doesn't actually change anything. Maybe it doesn't reset like it does in the first game. Well, that's actually pretty nice, actually. Sarah, I'm going to be promoting her to a Vicer just because she's not a very good Master Monk, and I have a Master Monk in mind. So she's going to go ahead and promote to a Vicer. She's level 26. I had to play the fight that I'm currently stuck at 5 times, actually 4 times to get everyone up to a reasonable amount, and she just kept healing people, so she got up to 26, where some people like Bowie and others are at level 24. So HP of 37, MP of 42, attack of 41, defense of 28, agility of 30, movement of 5. And she'll be promoted to a Vicer. I'll keep her for I guess, probably for the rest of the game, to be totally honest. We will get a Master Monk who's already promoted into that class later on in the game, but she's not very good. And you see her portrait doesn't change, neither does any of her stats. Chester, 24, I guess you can see it up there, 24. HP of 51, attack of 49, defense of 30, agility of 30, movement of 7. I'm not going to be using him towards end game, so I'm going to go ahead and promote him to a Paladin, and I'm going to save Rick's promotion so I can change him into a Pegasus, which is a flying knight. If you've never played the first game before, we haven't seen them in this game, and I'm not even sure if they're in this game at all. But a Pegasus is a flying knight. They are an enemy in the first game, but you cannot actually get a Pegasus yourself in the first game, but in this game you can. So Chester is now a paladin, and their portraits won't change. At least most of them won't, but their battle sprites will. So Jaha made it to level 24, HP of 36, attack of 53, defense of 38, agility of 29, movement of 5. And you see his experience points is only 1, so he had just turned into 24, and then I just held him back, and I didn't do anything with him. No, actually, I need to go and get the items out of the caravan. I should have done this off camera, and I do apologize for this. I normally would. I just wasn't thinking. I don't think that the game will acknowledge items that you have in the caravan. I think you have to have them on somebody. I just need to go into the caravan, and we'll want to give an item to. Let me see if he even has his promotion item on him, or here. Oh. Yeah, I gotta look in the depot. I don't know what I'm thinking. Depot. Look. Take. Mithril, shining ball, or dry stone. That's not useful. Healing water. Vigor ball. I believe the vigor ball is for a master monk, and a secret book is for a wizard, but I'm not going to be promoting Kazin right now. Yeah, I was going to say Warrior Pride. Okay, Warrior Pride is what we need to promote Jaha to a Baron class, so I'll go ahead and put that on him. I'm not sure if you have to actually put it on the person that you want to do this to be totally honest. I'm just not 100% sure. Now, I wasn't planning on keeping May for the entire game, but she actually is a better tank user than either of the archers that we'll be having. I'm going to go ahead and promote them both, but I'm going to have May use the silver tank so that she can go up to another class. Like I said, I'm not going to use the secret book right now, and I guess that's it. And the vigor ball we're not going to use right now. I'm going to save that for the master monk that we'll be getting later on. So I'll go ahead and just head back into town with what I have, and we'll go ahead and go back to the priest, and we'll continue the promotions. Down in May, we need to be back up here towards Jaha. Okay, so, and it will tell you if you have the Warrior Pride on somebody. Or it may have to be on the person. I would just put it on the person, right, because it really doesn't matter, but, so, now, the only reason why you would want to go ahead and have Luke be the Baron, or I'm sorry, Jaha be the Baron, is if you don't get the warrior from Creed's house. Like I said, there's a mage, a knight, a warrior, and a priest at Creed's. Those are the best characters in the class in the game. You cannot get any better than them. And I know I'm not talking about their stats, but you can see them real quickly. I'm going to leave them on the screen here for a second so you can see all the stats. Then I'm just going to keep talking about the promotions. And if you was going to take the warrior from Creed's, you would want to make that warrior a Baron. Just like you want to make all of those characters. If you took any of them, you would want to make that character the best promotion, which would be turning the knight into a Pegasus, the warrior into a Baron, the mage, and you can see Slade's portrait changes. He's only one of the few, not a lot, because not a lot of them, their portraits changes. I think Kiwi's may, but he's not high enough. Peter's does. And his, actually, yeah, I think his picture does change if I'm not mistaken, but, but because, because I'm only going to take the healer, I'm not going to worry about that, so the next best thing would just be either saving it for the next best in that class, or just whoever you have. Typically, you'd want to go ahead and give it to whoever you have in the party right now, like Jaha. Just go ahead and give it to Jaha. He's a better... I think you get one more warrior in the game. You can see, like I said, you can see his picture changed quite a bit. Yeah, I believe you get one more warrior in the game, but he's already a gladiator, so he is of no use to you. He's better than Jaha as a gladiator, but because you can't make another Baron other than Bow Knight. Can she not be promoted to it? Oh. Okay, well. That's either between the... I could have swore she could have become a... I guess she's a Bow Knight, not a sniper. Okay, well, my bad. I do apologize for that. I will not be giving it to Elric, though, so I need to go ahead and take it off of him. Or just take it away from here. Geralt, I guess it won't hurt because it doesn't affect the stats. And wow, they even keep their... Oh no, I say that's just Kiwi I was looking at. I hate to, but he's not like Xylo from the first game, so this shouldn't hurt him too bad. But I'm not going to be using him long term. He's just going to stay with me for now as a damage dealer. He can only be a Wolf Baron from a Wolf Man to a Wolf Baron, so he doesn't get a upgrade in his class. The highest he can become is a Wolf Baron. But just going back to Creed's situation and just the promotion of anyone else. In certain circumstances... okay, now this is where we get into the level 23s. I could not... May, Luke, Rick, and Elric were the people that I had the most trouble getting to level 23, because like I said, I had to play that battle 4 times just to get May, Luke, Rick, and Elric up to where they are now. And for Elric and Rick, that's a pretty big jump, and you can see they're almost 24, but I did not want to have to play that battle again. I probably should, that's a lot of wasted XP, and it really does hurt, but I'm just sick of that battle. I just want to get it out of the way, get it done, but I'm glad I went ahead and promoted everybody. They should get more XP from killing everybody. And really, they were only getting a lot of XP from the Dark Madams and the Skeletons. Pretty much everything else, even the Harpies, wasn't giving a whole lot. They wasn't giving, even if you killed them, which was very hard, they wasn't giving it maybe in the high teens of XP. So it just wasn't worth fighting it again. I mean, like Rick, I'd have to have him kill the skeleton. He'd promote, get Elric and Luke to kill something. That having Elric, I actually had to give him the powering just to make him be more useful. And even then, it put him just a little bit behind May, and so it really wasn't worth it at all to continue to fight with him and fight with any of these people, because I'm not going to be using them. Luke, he's going to be kicked out probably next because I will need a more ranged class people than having a Birdman, and for the healer that we'll be getting next. And then, I don't know, I probably... No. Have to be careful with that. And Elric, let me see. Elric. I don't think I want to do Elric right now, because, well, actually I think he's actually better than the... Well... yeah, like I said, it doesn't really matter if you have it on, as long as you have it on a person in your party, it should be fine. Oh, obviously it is fine, but, we will get another archer pretty soon after we get done with Creeds and a couple battles after that, but she's not nearly as good as Elric, so I'm probably going to go ahead and give this to Elric because the next range class that we get will already be a BRGN. I'm not sure what that is, to be totally honest. But, so it's best to go ahead and give it to Elric now, just to get that out of the way, you know, and so that's what I'm going to go ahead and do. Actually, yeah, because he's better as this than a girl. I was gonna wait and to promote either of them, or actually promote him, but I want to go ahead and get that elven arrow. It'll definitely help out quite a bit. But now I can go ahead and, now that I've done all this, I can go ahead and give everybody their better weapons, or at least as best I can. So I'll go ahead and head that way. But just to finish my thoughts on the promotion of certain people, you know, it's really just up to the player. You know, it's player preference. If you like some characters over others, like for story purposes or whatever, or you just like their set of skills, that's fine. But there is a set group of people in the... Are you kidding me? What do I gotta fight? I went south so I wouldn't have to fight this fight. Are you kidding me? I purposely went south so I could avoid this fight. Ah, crap. Ah, well, it gives me a good time to show off their battle sprites. So that's what a Baron looks like as Jaha. Other Barons will have different colors on their sprites. You can see what Elric looks like, the root of the canopy on the driver's thing on the left side will be different for different people. The armor will be different on the paladins. The outfits for the Vicers will be different. Slades, his is going to stay the same. The bird battlers their color palettes look different, and actually I think May's the only bow knight we get. So that's everybody right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, I guess because Elric was up here instead of right here, it looked a little bit different, but crap. I probably should egress from this fight. Probably should just cut and egress from this fight, but I guess this will give me a chance to continue my thoughts on the way that you promote people, so I can just go ahead and egress from the fight from here. But you know, like I was saying, player preference is a huge key in this, but also there is just certain people that you need to have to help you with the game, and also that goes into waiting for as long as you can to promote people. You can start promoting people at level 20. Most people say waiting until level 40, but that puts you a good ways into the game, and for some people that does help. You know, it really does. Like with, I would say Kazan. If you're gonna make Kazan a sorcerer, now if I go through this battle, I guess it's inevitable now. I can't. Yeah, because if you go up here, it starts the battle, but if you go down here, you're supposed to be able to dodge the battle. Well, I guess I'll go ahead and go through the battle. I'll just do this off camera, but just to finish my point. The biggest thing I would definitely say with waiting to promote is it's a good ways into the game. I'm not sure exactly how far I am in the game. Creeds is, I would say, around probably into the 40% range of the game. But I'm only on battle. I'm not even to Creed's house yet, so that does play into effect. That does play into exactly where I am in the game. and I'm having trouble with the people, and I'm just now hitting 20s, and I'm not under leveled. You know, I'm over leveled. If you look at where Elric was and where I was when I got Elric, I was about a level below, or a level above where Elric was when I got him. So I'm not under leveled, but I was definitely having a lot of trouble with the skeletons, the harpies, the orcs. Believe it or not, the orcs are still packing a pretty good punch to a lot of my people. The gargoyles, you know, they're phased out where I actually am in the game, so that really doesn't matter. But so you have to take that into effect. You know, you can't just say, oh well, I'm gonna wait to promote because it'll work out the best in the long term. Yeah, it will, and for a lot of people, it'll make them it'll make the transition easier going into their promotions. But for the most part, it's not going to do a whole lot of good short term. And short term, it's definitely a lot better to go ahead and try to knock out as much stuff. Oh, and they're also the battle theme changes for anyone who's promoted as well, and I'll actually let you listen to it this time instead of talking over it. I definitely like the promoted battle theme better than the original battle music. I guess this is a good time to show off all of the characters' attacks. Now that's without a sword. If you notice, he cannot equip a thieves' dagger any longer because he is a ninja, and I should have taken this into account before letting him go out there like that. But you know, oops. Yeah, really nothing I could do about that, to be totally honest. I should have thought about it ahead of time, but I didn't. So Elric's definitely doing a lot better, and they're gaining more XP, especially from arrow launchers. You know, I mean, arrow launchers wasn't giving me anything, so it's definitely good to go ahead and try and level up as soon as possible. Thankfully, Jaha can still equip his axe. I was kind of worried that he wouldn't be able to. Yeah, 48 experience points from an arrow launcher, and there's no negative benefits from promoting. Like, you don't lose your stats like you did in the first game. Yeah, this is a lot better than I thought it was. I'd definitely say, you know, for the majority of people, go ahead and promote them as soon as possible. I would still definitely say, you know, try and wait around 25, maybe 26, 27, if you can get up that high. You know, you may have to do a few easy battles here and there, but for the most part, you should be around 25, 26 at this point. And I could have been, you know, if I would have grinded through a couple of battles before. You know, there was actually 3 or 4 good battles just recently that I could have been grinding on to help me get up, you know, to get higher than where I am now. But you know, I mean, it really doesn't matter. To be totally honest, like I said, no negative effects for doing this. It's just a win-win, really. I mean, there's no reason not to. And I'm almost tempted to go ahead and just promote Kazan because he'll level up a lot faster than if I just wait. In fact, I might do that in Hassan, because I'm gonna have to stop off at Hassan to. I don't even know why I'm sitting here doing this for. Okay, well, I apologize. I've been rambling on for a good 20 and a half minutes now. I apologize. I'm gonna go ahead and cut, and then I'll see you in the battle I was supposed to be in, about where I said I'd leave off the last time I cut. So I'll see you in a second. All right, welcome back. Now, if you notice, I went ahead and promoted Kazan just because he wasn't getting any XP at all. And you'll notice that he has a new spell. If you promote a mage to a sorcerer, all of their previous spells that they've learned are completely gone. They cannot use them anymore, but they learn and can use stronger and more powerful spells. In this case, Kazan's first spell is called Dao. It is an earth-based spell where he summons a genie, and it creates. Well, I'll show that. I'll show what it does, but it's definitely a lot stronger than anything he has. So I went on ahead and did that because he just wasn't gaining any XP, and it's gonna be a very hard. I'm gonna have a very hard time getting Rick to get levels, and I decided just to go ahead and promote Kazan. He hasn't leveled up yet, but he's going to, and I'm gonna have him attack that Harpy. But I want to run through everyone else really quickly. You can see where Luke is. I gave him the broadsword, jumps his attack up to 50. See where Sarah is. She hasn't leveled up. May has HP of 34, attack of 54, defense of 28, agility of 28 with the Robin Arrow. I thought it was the Elven Arrow, but it's called the Robin Arrow in this game. Rick is the same. He hasn't changed. Chester has leveled up, however, HP 54, attack of 50, defense of 31, agility of 31, movement of 7. Bowie has HP of 55, MP of 15, attack of 60, defense of 31, agility of 31, with a broadsword equipped. Slade, HP of 36, MP of 2. He leveled up in this fight. He does gain magic spells, and so therefore he needs MP, but his spells are kind of weird. They're not all that useful. His physical attack is a lot more powerful than his magical attack, but I will be showing off his spells once I get them. Attack of 57, defense of 31, agility of 32, movement of 7, with a broadsword equipped. I didn't give him the power ring back because, as you can see with Elric, his is at 50 even with the Robin Arrow, and I figured because Slade was, he's dealing a lot of damage, and what Slade is doing is he is getting more critical attacks, and he's attacking twice and counter-attacking a lot more often than he did before, and that's what happens when you promote him to a ninja. Those kind of things go up tremendously with him, so I decided to go ahead and keep the power ring on Elric just because he needs it. You can see he's already almost level 2, but he hasn't changed there. He does have the Robin Arrow, however. Peter, level 2, HP of 43, attack of 60, defense of 35, agility of 27. When he first promoted, all of his stats went up too, so that was pretty good. See, Geralt, his picture does change. Geralt's picture does change. I forgot to mention that, but I've forgotten his picture changed. HP of 38, attack of 53, defense of 35, agility of 33. And that should be everybody. Where's Jaha? Okay, here's Jaha. HP of 38, attack of 55, defense of 40, agility of 31. And now that should be everybody. But now I'm going to go ahead and use Dao on this Harpy. And you can see it eats up 8, but he does get a lot of MP, so it shouldn't be too bad. And you can see what his battle portrait looks like. Very powerful spell, Dao is, especially against a lot of just the random enemies, especially at this point in the game. Wanted to let you listen to the battle theme a little bit more. I definitely liked it a lot. It's definitely my favorite battle theme in the game. Or I guess during battle theme. I'm not sure exactly what it's called. The music that's playing now would be called the battle theme, but the fighting theme, like I said, I'm not exactly sure what it would be called. Let me see. I guess I'll have him damage the High Priest again. I had already brought the High Priest down to, I want to say 12, but then he healed himself with a heal level 3, and so that kind of took away the usefulness of bringing him down, but it's more XP. Everyone's gaining a lot of XP. Oops, didn't mean to do that exactly, but that's okay. But everyone's gaining a lot of XP from all of these enemies except... Let's see what Slade at 16. Well, Elric. I'll save Slade for attacking for later. Slade as a ninja, has the ability to move through level 30 areas, and he gets damaged too because of poison. I need to remember to detox him. Probably should have Rick do it, but that's okay. I guess I won't. I'm gonna save that either for Elric or Rick. He'll probably heal himself by the time Elric gets up there, and Elric's not really doing a whole lot of damage anyway. Just for whatever. Yeah, I need to heal her. I'll move her a little bit farther in. Sarah should be able to move through the desert, okay? Yeah. Sadly not far enough to heal him, but yeah, that should be okay. Sadly not enough to heal, or to detox Luke, but it's okay for now. And she becomes level 2. She shouldn't gain any new magic spells right now. Most, and this doesn't apply to every single one, but most healers and mages, for that matter, will get their spells in the levels of 3, 5, or 8. It's not a it's not a for sure thing. Each magic user and all that is different, and so it's never clean across the board. This, just because Sarah gets her magic spells at this number, Kazan will get his at this number, or even the healer that we're going to use next will get that same amount either. But it is a good, it's a good kind of benchmark just to say, okay, well, they typically get their spells around the 3s, 5s, and 8s, again, depending on the healer or magic user. But anyway. But what I was saying about Slade, even in land effect 30 areas, he still has his full movement range, as long as there's no mountains blocking his way, of course. And that is very useful to have a damage dealer who can get through the mountains and through deserts very easily. Or not mountains, but forests very easily. That is a huge benefit. And definitely one reason why, if you fight with Slade and get him to where you are, it's definitely very worth it, very rewarding to have him in your party, and just have Peter, full 7 everywhere, but he could do that before, of course, but just as powerful as he is, it's definitely worth it. I would definitely say it's very worth it to have Peter in your party. Be careful, I don't want to get too many people hit. I'm going to put Rick in a position where I can move him forward. I'll probably have him kill the skeleton, because the skeleton's the only thing that he's getting a whole lot of XP from anyway. I need to be careful. Let's see, it's at 30. I won't just slay that XP-wise. Everyone should, well, no, everyone isn't at level 2. Everybody but, I want to say, Luke is. Luke's pretty far down, but he should be okay for the moment. I'll just move everyone forward a little bit at a time. And I'll go ahead and have Luke attack the High Priest, just because the High Priest can heal himself. Now, sadly, even with the new sword, Luke is not doing all that much damage. Damage-wise, I would say Elric is doing better for me than. And I expected that to happen, but I just decided to go ahead and put more movement there anyway. But that allows Rick to move into position if need be. I can always weaken her with one of my strong characters first. I hate for it to be Luke, or for it to be Peter. Actually, he may kill her. So I'll hold off a second. Sadly, May can't get through the area very easily. Now Elric will not be able to kill her unless he does a heavy attack or a critical hit. A lot of my promoted characters, for whatever reason, are starting to do a lot more critical hits. I'm not sure why. I'm not sure if it's something having to do with promotion, but it just it just seems that, well, it doesn't seem they are actually doing a lot more damage. And I'm going to go ahead and weaken the High Priest. He shouldn't be able to kill it. but, ooh, wow. Yeah, see, again, well, no, that is Slade, and he is a ninja, so. And we'll have him kill the High Priest, so he should hopefully level up. But the damage that, between Elric and Luke, and those would be the two people that I would kick out, Luke is doing... Luke can move around more, but Elric is definitely by far doing more damage in the long run than drop the protect ring. Okay, I forgot about the protect ring and the finally 24 attack went up by 1. Yeah, that's been a struggle trying to get Rick to get up to 24, sadly. Maybe moving through the desert wasn't the smartest plan with that unit, but I sent them down to take care of that orc. The harpies. Oh, I gave Jaha the broadsword as well, because barons can use swords and axes, and there will be axes for later on in the game that will be stronger than... Actually, I think swords are going to be the strongest things in the game, but there will be some times where I don't know, let me see. What is he at? XP wise, 59. Oh yeah, well, he would definitely need it, but I'm gonna go ahead and pull him back, and I'll let someone else do it. 26, 35, 7, 39, 40. You can't do anything. You can't do anything, but I wouldn't have you do anything. You can't do anything. You can't do anything. Just for time's sake, because I know this video is going to be very long because of that 22-minute rambling that I did before, and I do apologize for that, but I wanted to show off everyone's promotions, battle sprites and all that, and I wanted to just go ahead and get all that out of the way. And I just wanted to talk about the promotion thing and all that. And to do again, I would have done that. I would have put it into a separate video, but the way that I worded everything, I could probably cut it out and make it a separate video, but I would have to put it out before this video, and it would just be confusing. It'd be even more confusing if I put it out before. If I put it out before this, or after this video, so, you know, it'd just be confusing. So I do apologize. This will be a little bit longer video than I usually like to, but it has promotions in it, so, you know, anyway. Thanks for watching. Next time, we will go into Creed's Mansion. Like I said, this is a really long video, so I'm going to go ahead and end it here. Thanks for watching. See you next time.